So here we are again to Diary of an Aspiring Med Student. And this life update is more about my regular life, none of the going back to reading the things that I need to prepare for NMAT. Um, if there's anything that I want to discuss, it's that one thing that I noticed when I was still a med student, that 1 month of being a med student, was that when we were there, we all lived and breathed being a medical student, becoming a future doctor. It was our identity. When I left med school for the reason that I got sexually harassed in class. I know this is a heavy topic and I won't talk about it right here right now. So I don't know if I even talked about it in the first episodes, but so that was my reason. I got sexually harassed in class by my professor, but it's fine now. Something happened to him. I'll talk about it later in a dedicated episode, but this is supposed to be more or less light. So, as I was saying, I noticed that everybody was identifying so hard with becoming a doctor that it felt like it was their entire identity. Um, to be honest, being needing to stop pursuing med school for a while allowed me to work towards accomplishing my dream or my goal of becoming the best virtual assistant that I could ever be. And I'm not there yet. I wouldn't say that I am 100% on point, but I'm getting there, I think. So, back in March 2022, I lost my job at a Singaporean multi cloud hosting company. And for a month, I didn't have a job. And it was in April, on April 13th. Wait, April 12th. On April 12th, that I got hired to a job, Singapore based as well. It's an investment company. I don't think I'm allowed to say the specifics of what they do. But one thing that I can say is that they're based in Singapore, and I'm working through a Philippine virtual assistant company that it's so easy to get in. If you're curious about it, hit me up on my Facebook page or hit me up here in the comments below. It's so easy to get in that if you have the right skills, you'll be able to get in. So it was an easy pursuit to get into the company itself, and then to get into the job. Well, it was funny because the first time that I applied for it, although it seemed like the managing partner and I um had good rapport, he didn't choose me. He chose another VA. But it ended up that his choice that the company was not ready for his choice. They didn't give her the logins. They just let her alone, and I don't know what happened, but they had to give her up, and the virtual assistant company reprofiled her and gave her to another client, so they had to find another virtual assistant. And so they gave the chance back to me. And you know what's crazy was that Skype was so stupid and buggy that I didn't get to receive the notification that I had another interview. And so I had to beg the virtual assistant company CEO to let me have another chance and get another interview. So I did, thank God, and I got hired on the spot. So I got hired on April 12th. I started on April 13th, and now it's been a crazy 2 weeks so far, and almost 2 weeks. And what's crazy is I need to work for 10 hours a day, and the thing about that is that every 30 minutes I had to log that I was still working. And because of that, I it's some of my friends say that it's stressful logging every 30 minutes or so, but I don't find it stressful. What I find stressful is cleaning my room. So there. In spite of the fact that I had a lot of free time in between tasks, I will say that I haven't had enough of brain space to actually go back to studying chemistry. So there, it's a sad part. But I think what I'll do is that I will resume um I will resume getting into getting into studying again when I finished the course for my virtual assistants, and I'll work on getting getting my studying on Saturdays. So how's life? That's it, a little hectic. It will become more hectic once I get into a job. Oddly, I'm applying for a job at Zencaster, which is the platform where I'm hosting this, where I'm recording this podcast. And I'll probably hear about whether or not I got in this week. So if I do get in, that's even less time to study. But I can't study on the weekdays anyway. I guess that's meant for work and sleep. So that's what happened to my life lately. Um, yeah, if you've been expecting a podcast with full direction, you do realize that this is a diary, right? I know that I haven't been updating daily, but I should have said it was a journal. But yeah, it's more of a log of the things happening to me rather than something that's focus driven or topic driven. Um, but going back to my thought, I believe that a doctor should not make medicine or their specialty as the be all and end all of who they are. And in fact, I see that in the lives of consultants where they strike a good balance between their work and their daily life. I see that for some people. But for those who are new and starry eyed, I do see that they hinge their whole identity on becoming doctors. But for me, I think that every single med student and every single doctor should really just remember the fact that they're people. The white coat, the credentials, they're part of who you are. But at the end of the day, you're so much more than just your profession. I know being a doctor is not just a profession, but you get what I mean, I'm sure. And aside from that, oh yeah, um, have life. I'm sure that by the time I'm facing so many patients, I will want to have a life. So, what else? Oh, and I'm experimenting on keeping music on while I'm podcasting. So, I'm not sure if you're hearing it or if it just sounds like background noise, but I've been putting on music. We'll see how it sounds. So it's turning 9 minutes longer than most of my other podcasts. So hope you're having a great week so far, and I hope that you'll have a better week ahead. Take care and catch you again on another episode of A Diary of an Aspiring Med Student.